bill dramatically increases deficits in the near term, but promises our government will be fiscally responsible 5 years from now.
It's banking regulation, so that if major banks held more U.S. Treasuries, it would bring yields down.
I think we are very close to moving the supplementary leverage ratio. We could see something on that over the summer, bring yields down by tens of basis points.
Fire, get ready to make so much money. It is the deregulation boom where all of us, you and I, are going to make truckloads of money. Not just that, I just picked up an old property and I'm actually going to cover it with asbestos. Also, if you are unaware of asbestos, it helps you to basically stop breathing. Actually, Moderna and Pfizer, they were all on that bandwagon a couple years ago. Everyone's like, sign me up so I don't got to wear one of those. But yes, Bravo is going to make so much money because I'm going to start covering this next house and this. And they're having a Memorial Day savings. So I just need to take a moment to say thank you to the Orange Man for giving me one of the biggest money windfalls of my entire life. You too. And I have to say, I am so happy for this guy and what has taken place, all the benefits that Tesla is going to receive. Elon Musk recalls intense 3 months at Doge. Trump's late night ice cream invites. Sleepovers? How do you do that? I mean, I'm well aware how to do it. I would love to do it. I just wouldn't be able to get into any swim trunks. And then if my assistant's around, I get embarrassed. I'm like, maybe next summer, CEO Elon Musk joined President Donald Trump. See, this is how it just was. He vowed to cut up to $2 trillion costs. Everyone's fired. Now we are finding out what this is all about. Are they trying to turn a treasury crisis into a banking crisis? I mean, is that even possible? I mean, they're very solvent, so they have an excuse to bail out the entire system again. But now I get it. Everything is coming together. So I applaud you billionaires. They're about to deregulate. I had to get rid of that word. Out of the economy. The implications are profound. We shall listen to Scott momentarily. First, I must ask AI to tell me how much money am I going to be making on this big, beautiful bill, and you guys too. So here you go, and put it into a nice chart format. Make it dramatic. I want red, negative, first quantile. It looks like your kids are going to lose about $1,000, which I don't like your kids, so tell them, suck it up. Go get a job at Starbucks so you can lose only $580. 51 grand. Where are you guys at? Your job, number one, subscribe to the channel. Number two is every year you jump to a new level. It's like Donkey Kong. You see, you're going to level up and you're going to save the princess. I didn't know she was so fat, and she had red hair, which in my head she was skinny and blonde. But gentlemen, level up and then you can level up. What I have found in life is, for some reason, women can appreciate a man with a lot of money. And if you're like, but bro, I'm so ugly, it doesn't even matter. See, after about 30 years old, the game board gets flipped. That's for another channel. You're leveling up. If you 174,000. Okay. How much you pocketing? It's chump change. 174 to 263. Now we're talking $6 grand. Where's the Bravo number? Okay, we got 263. You're 8. 388. 20 grand. Oh, $1 million. There it is. Here's where we is talking. $500,000. I remember last year my accountant calling me. He goes, you better be praying every day that Trump is elected. So let's take a little listen in to Scott Bessent, because I officially love this guy now too. My apologies to Scott's wife. I'm not hitting on your husband. Just wanted to see where they live. He lives in a pink mansion. Hey, the plot thickens. What else do we know about Scott Bessent's husband and family? Well, now the pink mansion makes complete sense.
New York and on Wall Street is banking regulation. Let's talk about the supplemental leverage ratio, which seems like an obscure thing off to the side, but it has been the subject of much discussion. And it does, as I understand it, relate to U.S. Treasuries and yields on U.S. Treasuries, so that if major banks held more U.S. Treasuries, it would bring yields down. You've said you're going to take more of an active role, as I understand it, with respect to some of that banking regulation. Where are we with that?
I think we are very close to moving the supplementary leverage ratio, SLR. That is moving along very quickly between the three banking regulators, the Fed, the OCC, and the FDIC. So I would think we could see something on that over the summer.
Over the summer. And knowing the markets as you do, would you anticipate that might have a significant material effect on Treasury yields?
Well, I think it could, because banks are being penalized for holding treasuries. There's a large supplementary leverage charge. So I think for holding the risk-free asset, we can reduce that. And I've seen estimates that it could bring yields down by tens of basis points. Certainly during the COVID crisis, it was temporarily taken off, and it had a big effect.
So there you have it. We're all saved. The banks are saved. We're saved. JP Morgan. Jamie, you don't have anything to worry about. Congratulations, you never did. You're like, but what do all of these people have in common? What is the banks, the Fed, the Treasury, the president? It's like me telling you, what does Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom have in common? Exactly. Oh, it's also like Congresswoman Omar and her brother, right? Have a lot in common. Isn't it refreshing that we never get caught up in this? We talk about it, but we're not like, we're gonna get a tattoo. These guys are gonna change our lives. He's going to change my life. We just sit there every day and trade this. All the entire world burns down. Oh, that's inflation for rice. Your California roll is about to get a whole lot more expensiver. The good news is your stock market's going to get a lot cheaper. Come back to this in a moment. And yesterday I talked about AI, but I think I left something out. Google just knocked the doors down. Now you see this and you're like, okay, that's clearly fake. That clearly was also made in about 30 seconds and one prompt. This is also fake. I mean, maybe it's not. This is probably real. There is one that there's a few.
And that's a verb as well. Okay, so Riz is basically short for charisma.
This is fake. Watching this stuff, I'm like, well, I just watched my job go down the toilet. I need you to watch this. I put in a prompt. I know you're going to say there's no way. That's totally real. When I told you yesterday, AI is going to eat the world, watch.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Very, very important in terms of how we go forward.
Some of you are like, my job's not affected. You're in denial. Open up ChatGPT. It's your therapist. It will be. Trust me. And have it walk you through this. Oh, and here is a little secret for probably the ladies or gentlemen. You can suggest this. Probably not a good idea. Have them upload her writing into ChatGPT and be like, kind of give me advice as if you're Mel. A lot of women that have read that book and they're just like, it's okay. Oh, and if you are a therapist, I'm sorry, your job is not gone yet. It's like my job is not gone yet. Your job is not gone yet, but it's coming. Now, what are the solutions? Well, we could rewind the video, but it is get as many nuts as possible. I know every time you grow a new one, your wife takes it away. Which brings me back to make sure you get her that book. You'll have like 1.5. What you need to be doing right now is making your account so stuffed with digits. Well, the job thing's going to be gone and it's going to wipe out you can stay. You could stay. Actually, you need to get right here. 988. And you need to not worry about this stuff. Trump's trades war, way market again. Next week, struggle to move on. This is all just noise that the charts have already predicted. Trump's trade war. Don't care. Investors, I pray you're not. Struggle to move on. You don't need to. You're currently holding my bags at the top, Brad. When you come down in the comments section, you're like, ha ha ha, the market went up today. And I have found in my life, there's some things I'm good at. God gives everyone gifts and talents. If I had to put it on a resume, like, it doesn't make sense, the gifts and talents thing. Resume is like, problem solver. Makes a lot of money in a short period of time. That's why I love teaching high school kids, because they're like, tell me what to do. The older you get, the more cynical you're like, well, if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. High school kids making 10 grand a month, graduating, starting a watch company, Movement Watches sells it for, I don't know, 400 million. One of the girls started selling her notes as a nurse named Stephanie Beggs, good friend, and I just make $2 million a year. What if it was so easy? And here, I'm going to solve this one. This came across my feed because I solved it. No one else can. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers per day, not counting other fast food restaurants. Where the heck are all these cows? And then they do the math, like 200 pounds. This is like, it's impossible. I don't need to watch it. Hey, Derek Evans, I'm going to solve it for you. Oh, my phone just went off. It said I had to go to the airport. Okay, so back to this. I put in made with 100%. Oh, by the way, real cheese. Things that I learned in my life. It was Domino's. Real cheese, it wasn't real. The company's name was called Real Cheese. And when McDonald's says it is 100% fresh beef burgers, the word I would like you to focus on is with. So when I show you something that I eat every day, do you see it says 100% grass-fed Wagyu beef made with. Oh, I got a venison stick for you, not 9 grams of protein, made with 100% wild harvested venison. By using the word with, here, I'll show you. I'm going to draw a black line. See that black line? That much right there is the with part. The rest of it is asbestos. So please subscribe. You're welcome. You learned things on this channel, even though that was random. My guess would be that McDonald's patty is probably 1% beef. Welcome to life. You've all been tricked. And it just keeps on a giving from the start of the video till the end of the video to, oh, look, Wall Street cheat sheet. Why don't we just line it up and see, could we be right there? Complacency. We just need to cool off. We're getting ready for the next rally. Or you guys are going to miss out again. I hope not, because everyone who joined that swing trading when I launched it, it was like right there. Just like all in. Or maybe you took it like back there and then my bear market down and then you're like, well, I got it this time. You got it this time? Can I just lull for a second? Hedge funds finally bought stocks. Right at the top, John. Those fund managers you're calling, you're like, I've missed out on this rally. You better buy. Like the frustration you get, right? You're in the car, you're driving, your wife's screaming at you. You turned the wrong way. Where are you going? You're like, that's it. And you just plow right into a tree. These fund managers, oh yeah, okay, fine. I'll make you a lot of money. The truth is they still make money even when you lose money. They're like, I still get my 4%, sucker. And they went all in on the top of that bounce. That was sweet, right? Oh, and we did. We all jumped on board. Everyone's riding the doom train up. But I told you, take profit, it's gonna roll, and it looks like that. That above my head is called an island. That is a reversal, also known as a island reversal. And that would be on the tech sector, kind of like Robinhood. That is kind of an island up there, but it's a double top. That's your NASDAQ right above my head, but it's okay, crypto bros. Make $1 million, you lose $1 million, not me. I make $1 million, I take profit. Rinse and repeat. Also, I waited till the very end. It is Memorial Day sale, whatever course you want, $199, except for this one. This one's $299, but the kicker is you get 2 courses. And I teach you all about AI and how it trades my strategies. Because the only way you are out of this, John, Mike, Sandy, starting businesses, taking advantage of what, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Collect those nuts into the account, okay? With interest. So when they're like, sorry, we're gonna have to let you go, you can be like what I did. This was 07, where I'm like, okay. Actually, that's where all of my passive income, my businesses made more money than teaching college and high school all together. I still kept on a chugging until they decided to deregulate humans. They said, trust us corporations, what would you like in you? I said, goodbye. So I'm just trying to give you that freedom. That's all. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.